And now, the KAIST CBE Podcast.
Hello, this is KAIST CBE Podcast. Hi everyone. So today's topic is how to choose your research, and we have a special guest from Professor Lee's lab, Dr. Rizwan. Welcome, Rizwan. Hi.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone. My name is Mohammad Rizwan, and originally I am from Pakistan. I did my bachelor's and master's in chemical engineering, both from Pakistan. And then I moved here to KAIST Korea in 2011 and joined Professor J. Lee group. And now it's almost like 4 years since I have come to Korea. And I'm very happy to say that I have successfully completed my PhD degree a few days back.
Wow. Awesome. So how's your stay in Korea?
Regarding my stay at Korea, as well as my stay at KAIST, I think it's been a very nice experience. And working environment as well as the research facility at KAIST, I think is very good. I mean, I have really enjoyed my stay here, working here at KAIST. And I have also visited many places in Korea. I have visited Seoul many times.
Wow, Seoul.
I have visited Jeju as well.
Wow, Jeju.
And
awesome.
very, very awesome place to visit. And I have also visited many other places as a part of business trip, as well as I traveled along with my friends, my wife. And so overall, I would say that it's a very safe country to travel, to live. The peoples are very nice, very friendly, very cooperative. And it's an amazing and wonderful country to live.
Oh, wonderful country to live. Wow,
But-
thank you. but.
But one thing you could probably suffer
Okay.
is the language.
It's a language
yeah.
barrier. Yes, of course.
So if you do not know Korean language well, then sometimes it may cause some difficulties, some problems for you. But other than this, nothing special to worry.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Have you tried to learn Korean?
I have tried to learn Korean. I have started in my first year of PhD.
Oh, first year
And
PhD. Okay.
and I have learned some basic Korean or some basic conversation. I mean, I'm not so fluent in speaking, but I know some basic
Yes.
Korean.
Oh, you do? Wow. Okay. All right. Well, you said a lot of good things about staying in Korea and in Professor J. Lee's lab.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there could be a lot of difficulties as well, such as you have to kind of deal with young researchers a lot. And did you have any? Yeah.
I don't think so. I have much difficulties in Professor J. Lee's group.
Oh, okay.
Because
Perfect.
Professor Lee is a very nice person, and his group overall is very nice group. In my opinion, I mean everyone was very cooperative, and most of the people in our lab know English pretty well. So that's why I do not have any difficulty.
Wow. Perfect.
So that's
All right, cool. Okay. Could you tell us about the journal award you've received recently?
That was an honor for me, I can say, and I was very happy that I have won this award, and that award was for the best paper for the year 2013, and in that paper the focus was on the development of a superstructure based modeling framework for the production of biodiesel from microalgae.
Oh, wow.
And and I think I feel myself lucky enough that I have won this award, because the papers from all the labs in our department.
Yes.
I mean from the CBE department.
Yes.
had been submitted for the competition, and the competition was so high. But at the end, I was lucky enough that I have won.
Wow, you're so humble. Yes. Okay.
And another interesting thing about this, I mean, that could be interesting about this award is that when I was informed about this award, so at that time, I was back in my hometown
Yes.
in Pakistan.
Uh-huh.
You know for what? For my marriage.
Oh.
So I can say the timing of this award had actually doubled my happiness. So I really got excited at that moment.
Yes.
But overall, I would say it's an honor for me, and it had encouraged me a lot, and it had really boosted my confidence
That's good.
to perform well.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course, I would like to acknowledge my advisor, Professor J. Lee, because I believe he was the person who guided me, who advised me,
Right.
and who like polished my skills in a way that
Yes.
I could accomplish all these achievements.
Oh wow. That's. Would you like to say something
I-
to Professor Lee?
I am really very much thankful for his support, for his guidance,
Oh,
and
wow.
everything.
All right.
Oh.
He's probably I think he probably knows already. Yeah. All right. So you said you were in Professor J. Lee's lab and you are doing simulation
Yeah.
process. Yeah. How did you end up choosing simulation as your research topic?
That's nice question.
Okay.
and you know, it's not so easy for the graduate students to choose the topic for their graduate research. So, how did I end up choosing simulation? It's a long story actually,
Long story.
but it's not the only simulation.
Oh,
It's
only
it's
simulation.
lot more than the simulation. It's about modeling, simulation, optimization. Anyway, my focus was on the optimization. So, coming back to your question, I did not choose simulation by myself. 4 years ago, I was wondering about my PhD topic, my PhD proposal, because I was submitting application for the PhD program, and I was a kind of confused that either simulation or the experimental work.
Yes.
But at the end, Professor J. Lee accepted my application,
Wow.
and it made a lot more easier for me to choose that I'm in the simulation area,
Wow.
and because you know he's working on modeling, simulation, optimization, control, integration, and like things like that. So at the end, I chose simulations, and then later on, I decided to work on optimization, more specifically process optimization of biorefinery processes.
Oh, cool. Okay. So, did you do any background research yourself, like to regarding to the topic? The topic
Yeah,
you chose?
Yeah,
Like, how did you do the background research?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
I mean, it's I would say it's pretty simple, but boring indeed.
Yes. Boring. You did. Okay.
Really?
Because I have adopted and followed the conventional way that most of the PhD students usually do. Because first I have started literature
Yes.
review, and for the literature review, I have selected a few review papers. I mean, relevant review papers, like 3 or 4 review papers, but from very good journals. I mean, the journals which have high impact factor.
Yes.
So after reading those review papers, I try to define my research topic, my research problem, as specific as I can. And my advisor also gave me some papers, and he also gave me very useful comments. So I discussed with him a lot, and after that, I have written a 2-page proposal that includes research background, what are my research objectives, what are my research goals, and what is the proposed methodology, and what can be the expected results, and the novelties, and the motivations behind this work, and things like that. So in this context, I would say always write proposal, because writing will definitely make you think about the specifics
Right.
that you want to do in your thesis research.
Right. So you actually think of whole experimental design before you proceed to the experiments.
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Yes.
in my case, as I told you earlier, that I have already choose have chosen simulation and probably the optimization
Yes,
as my
uh-huh.
research topic. So in my case, I was going to develop an optimization model,
Uh-huh. Oh.
and according to the nature of that optimization model, I only need some values from the experiments,
Right.
and those values were given to the model as the input values of model parameters just to solve that model. And I have collected or I have taken these values from the published literature.
Okay.
Yeah, and but sometimes you first do simulations and then experiments. But sometimes you, I mean, sometimes it's vice versa, and some cases both simulation and the experiments go parallel. So what I want to say that, I mean, you cannot generalize the things because it all depends on specific case or individual study, and all these things may vary from one scenario to another.
Okay. Cool. Yes.
I'm working on the simulation too.
Okay.
Also, well, actually,
But
it's,
you are working on the experiment.
Yes, I'm working on the experiments, biodiesel production using microalgae. Yes.
actually I'm about the molecular simulation.
Yes.
Molecular.
Molecular
That's
simulations,
a very tough.
Very tough one. Yes.
Process design or
Yes.
optimization.
Uh-huh.
But the simulation, about simulation, it is really difficult to, difficult to study and,
Uh-huh.
right.
Difficult to study
Anyway, but
yes.
it's about blue ocean, right? Simulation part.
Uh-huh.
But I said that it's very difficult thing about to study.
Uh-huh.
Then I think you have when have you regretted about to choose simulation or optimization?
As your research topic, yes.
Yeah, I agree with you that simulation and like the modeling in the simulation part is really very tough.
Right.
But in my opinion, you should have or you must have a very good research background. I mean, theoretical background. Because first you have to visualize the whole system in your mind physically, and then you model that physical systems mathematically. And it's not an easy task, by the way. But I have never regretted, I mean, never ever, because I have really enjoyed my work regarding modeling, simulation, and the optimization. Because I have created my interest in all these things, and I always try to keep the things going rather getting confused or being overconscious.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Now you are really enjoy your job research.
Research.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
anyway, but have any slump you had experienced due to research, and if you, how did you overcome it?
Not much, but I can say, of course, every PhD student usually experiences a phase when
Yes.
when the things get stuck. So I had also faced some difficulties and enter into that kind of stage when like there is no significant progress. And it was happened when I was developing my first optimization model, I mean my first work. But I discussed with my supervisor, I discussed my difficulties, I discussed my all problems with him. And I also discussed with my co-supervisor, Professor Rafiqul Ghani, who is a professor at DTU Denmark. And he is a very famous professor. And of course, Professor Lee is also
Yes. Of
is
course,
also very
yeah.
very famous
Very popular
professor.
guy. Yeah.
So I discussed my difficulties and my problems with both of them. I also discussed with my lab mates, and I can say after having many technical sessions and discussions with both of them, and also
Yes.
getting help from the previous studies, I finally managed to resolve my issues and
Okay.
came up with a solution. So I was very happy at that moment, and later on we published that work.
Wow.
And you know that was my first publication in my PhD.
Wow.
First work become first publication.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's wow. That's cool. Okay. All right.
Okay, can you tell us the best parts of the simulation or optimization part?
The best part is very simple. I would say you do not have to do any experiments,
Ah,
Yeah.
especially
I envy you guys.
especially by wearing lab coats,
Yes.
safety goggles, and
A
all
lot of
other
dangerous chemicals.
and all other related
Right.
stuff.
We have to, yeah.
And also for the experiments, you have to buy equipment.
Right.
You have to buy chemicals, and you have
Yes.
to do many analyses.
I know, yeah.
A-
And time.
and you need a lot more money
Uh-huh.
for all these things.
Yes. Cost, time, energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Problem.
Yes.
So, but for the simulation, you only need one computer
Yeah.
and one software on which you are working, and you can sit anywhere and you can do your work.
Oh,
Very cool.
simple. Yeah.
And yeah, and another very interesting thing about the simulation. So let me ask you. So do you know what is the happy moment in the simulation?
With simulation, happy
Yeah.
thing.
Happy moment.
Well, happy moment.
Happy moment.
Happy moment
In the simulation.
in the simulation.
In the simulation.
We can work in our own home.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't
Yeah,
have to
that-
go
that's-
to
that-
the lab,
I mean,
and you can just
Yeah,
do that
that's I
anywhere.
already have spoken. I mean, that's all right. But in my opinion, the happy moment is the moment when you successfully run your course,
Oh.
and it will
Right.
never happen in first attempt, right? You have to make many attempts.
Yes. I've seen it. I've seen people stressing
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
But when it has been run successfully,
Yes.
I personally get happy and I get quite relaxed.
Wow. Cool.
Very many trial and errors, but it works. Woo!
No, yeah, for some people it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Even if they do it whole night.
I mean, it will never work in the first attempt.
Right.
That's pretty much sure.
Yes.
So you have to attempt. You have to make many attempts.
Okay. All right. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I think it will be the last question.
Last questions.
Do you have any message or some comments to
advice?
graduate students?
Well, I think I do not have much longer research experience, so that based on that I can recommend some things or I can advise them. But anyway, based on my experience, I do have some things to share with them. And first of all, I think every PhD or every graduate student should do is that try to define your research topic or try to define your research problem as specific as you can. This is the message that I usually
Give to the graduate students.
that we usually get from our professor.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I will say, so define your problems, define your topics as specific as you can, and then after that, divide your works into subcategories, into subproblems, and do them accordingly. And in case if you get stuck in any problems, then I would say never lose courage. Never lose courage. Stay cool, stay calm, stay focused, and always try to discuss your problems, your difficulties with your supervisor, with your co-supervisors, with your colleagues, with your lab mates. Because I believe by doing this, definitely you will come up with a solution, or even sometime a novel idea. I mean, who knows? But so I would say that always discuss your problems, discuss your difficulties with your professors, with your colleagues.
Okay. Yeah.
And another thing that came into my mind just now. So I want to say that a good PhD is all about managing two things. The first one is the time management, and the second one is the stress management.
Stress management.
So if you manage these two things quite effectively and quite efficiently, then definitely you will have a very good time in your
Successful
PhD.
life
In your
graduate
PhD,
school.
of course, at your graduate school. So I would say never lose courage, stay focused, stay calm, and enjoy your work. All the best.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you
joining
for
our
your
podcast
helpful
today.
comments.
Mhm.
It's my honor, and it's
Yeah.
it's
Thank you. It
Thank
was
you.
an honor for us too. Yeah, have you
It's my
here.
honor too.
Okay, it was an honor to have you
Okay,
for
thank
us.
you for your really helpful comments. Be
Uh-huh.
encouraged, right?
Yes.
thank you for your time.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
오늘도 이렇게 리서치 토픽 어떻게 선택하는지에 대해서 저희가 이렇게 의논을 해봤고요. 또 다음번에 또 더 좋은 모습으로 찾아뵙도록 하겠습니다.
감사합니다.
시청해주셔서 감사합니다.
Okay, thank you.
감사합니다.
나